Alright, so today's video got a bunch of GP03 footage. Going to have some off-stream audio instead of just raw gameplay audio. Once I switch to the commentary, switch off the commentary portion. I had trouble with this suit because obviously you don't have step dives, so you have to make sure you're doing your CSA fast falls and your sub fast falls pretty constantly. This is one of the first games I had since I've played GP03 a couple early accesses ago. One problem I kept having at the start of this round is that when I would BC backwards and I wouldn't let go of 2 before I let go of CSA, so I'd get the stationary shot every time I tried to go backwards. It's incredibly frustrating. This thing's Garobi is only like 99% insane instead of the 120% insane it was in Gundam Versus. So I had to get used to that as well. I kept going for really greedy Garobis that just don't work. There's also another problem that I kept running into where if you forget to CSA, start charging CSA after you fire your last shot, you can get trapped wanting to charge CSA but you're out of angle, and if you press A you're going to fire an out of angle shot, so you're not able to start charging your lifeline. Because getting close to overheat's pretty fine if you're going to be able to BC yourself across the map. It's pretty awful if you can't. So because you can get like down to orange and then just slingshot yourself across the map and you won't even have to take an overheat landing. Oh, that BCA actually has landing property. If you wondered why I randomly did a BC there, it's because in Gundam Versus I'd burn. If I only had one left, I'd burn it if I was comfortably across the stage. And I figured if they came on me and forced a hit, I'd be able to E-burst and just escape anyway. Oh my gosh, I'm rambly today. One also really good thing about the suit in this game is that you can chain sub-main, sub-main. And people will run away from you all the way into a green lot. And you will throw that entire sequence. It will all have guidance. It will all be chasing them. If they don't input a step, they have just a totally unreasonable amount of projectiles flying in their general area. And even if they do step, they're still largely going to land in around the same area they would have anyway. So they still have a decent chance of actually hitting the opponent. And that's why this suit gets really good the longer games go. Because aside from all the obvious, it is extremely spammy. And over time, you're just going to start periodically getting hits from your cans. I usually call it sub the cans. They're big missile cans. I don't know. Call out that Garobi, but this Strike Nord just will not leave me alone. So that was a really bad call on my end. Bad fast fall on my end. You get frustrated, say fuck it, and it pays off. That was a bad Garobi though. I could have very easily been punished for that Garobi. Neutral sub's really good. Sometimes, like, I've had it actually get knockdowns on its own in this game, whereas that was pretty rare in Gundam Versus. I keep mentioning Gundam Versus, that's when I started playing GP03. Here's a situation where I'm like, I really wish I had CSA, but I just hadn't started charging it. So I had to wait till I hit the ground to start charging it again, and oh, I hate it. And then I end up wasting it and have to use a burst anyway. This could have been a bad burst because I didn't have enough HP to survive if I took a hit and extend burst. So it probably would have been better off if I just died and take the respawn. This is a bit late. Those first two games were pretty early on when I was warming up. These are more... These are when I'm remembering more of its tricks, like you can do 2 CSA sub main to get a pretty decent fast fall, as well as throw out a bunch of bullets that'll have guidance, because if you go for 2 CSA, you're usually trying to snipe, which means they're at a long range and might enter green lock soon, and that'll make your missiles and the main follow-up still have guidance, even though they're in red lock or green lock. Using step side melee CSA is just insanely good to take landings, especially since turn X main doesn't really reliably get them. Turn X has to rely on like his wire a lot to get good correction punishes. I was actually shocked at some of the landings I was able to take in this session, because the main correction just isn't good enough to punish it. Oh, stepping in someone's face and just letting CSA rip is one of the most obnoxious things for aggressive suits to try to deal with, because it just keeps recorrecting, and even if they step it, they might actually get hit by it, because you're kind of just putting a wall in front of you. This game's hectic because Avalanche Exia is crazy aggressive. I'm mostly throwing myself at them so I could get my burst, so now my partner has a shooting burst, I have extend burst. That could have been extremely bad. He didn't expect to get that hit, I didn't expect to get hit like that, but... Oh, these games were hectic. I was in this room for like 3 hours and I was like, I'm good, I'm gonna go hang out in my friend's room. Actually no, this is more like a 4-hour room. Xenon actually blocked my shots with its main. The Garo B of cutting. I cannot get 8B step 8B reliably in this game for some reason. It's probably a combination of PS4 having like an extra frame and a half of like input lag over the PS3. Or is it just one frame? Can't remember. Either way, PS4 has more innate input lag. But Gundam Versus also had a bigger input buffer. So I need to actually sit down and diagnose what's actually causing me to miss input 8B so much, and just get used to the new timing. I was hoping that the BCA would hit the ground so I get the boost recovery out of that Garo, but I was too high up. This suit's screwed up. I have a pretty good example of just how messed up the CSA is. When it comes to positioning, that really wasn't on my mind right now. I'm trying to input my fast falls properly and just get as much shit on the screen, because look at that! Oh my goodness. You just saw like an entire Phas missile wall or like Full Army Unicorn missile wall worth of missiles flying over to that side of the stage because I just dumped so much stuff out so fast in cancel chains. Very long range. Snipe confirm. I don't know, I don't like calling the down CSA a snipe. It's just a high velocity shot. Make sure you always spam out the rest of your ammo if you're at low ammo. Like, the moment you get below, like, 4, you really need to spend the rest of your shots and get it on cooldown. And those 3 shots should be enough to get you enough time to have a CSA. So even if you needed something to protect yourself, you should be able to use those 3 shots to do any anti-approach you need. Charge a CSA. And be really sad that Garobi didn't miss. Charge a CSA and then BC across the stage. Do BC CSA to take yourself to safety. Especially against melee teams, it's good to check your minimap when you're about to get pressured or double locked. And slingshot yourself over to your partner using BC. I had F burst. I really shouldn't have gotten that close. I take for granted you can actually just boost hop away or keep boosting away from a lot of melee in this game, but if it's F bursted, that's not the case anymore. They both attempt for a scam Garobi. That's the shit I like to see. You should always go for it, why not? Like, oh man, I messed up the cancel chain so bad here, and I take a hit for it. And then my partner gets the final hit, I cut him, and then have to hit him again to secure the game. Oh, that was awful. Oh man, Fua stepping is so good. Fua stepping is your defensive go-to 200%. Because I wasn't really paying attention to what was going on, and Freedom ended up right next to me, and I'm just impulsively Fua stepping because I'm like, I have that so baked in my muscle memory. Confusion equals Fua step. That was a very cute MA Garobi from the Wing Zero TV. I like it. I'm all physical, so if I'm stranded, he can just go for it. I mean, I could have had a CSA ready. I didn't, but honestly, it's worth trying because GP03 is very often not going to have a CSA to contest it. Oh god, I just realized how awful Harut matchup would be. Activate burst a split second too early. The net play special. You're kind of preempting a bit to deal with lag, and you activate it before you're even hit. It helped me survive the combo anyway. And then he got clipped by the neutral sub. That's good. Alright. This is gonna be the last one I commentate. This kind of shows just how important it is to BC CSA away from all your problems. Throwing cans at the start got me a random pot shot because it'll just happen. Micro missiles kind of just sprayed everywhere. I like that. BCCSA just slingshotted me away from that pursuit. I think a faster pursuing suit probably could have saved me, or could have chased me. BCCSA got me away from Avalanchexia pinning me down. So Destiny kind of got to deal with them trying to double lock me for twice. I tried to use sub to on angle and just fall on his face smashing main, but I stayed verniered because I misinput it. Slingshot myself away again, and CSA's correction's ridiculous, so it just hits people trying to chase. CSA on this suit's unreal. Micro missiles get a random clip hit because the higher you get, the more you actually want to try to confirm when you throw the missiles off, but a lot of times that just means I threw a missile pod, I should probably spam at them generally. Now, this isn't the match I thought it was. Oh well, it's a very good example of CSA, or BCCSA, being used to just escape double locks with this suit. It's insanely important. That's one of the biggest strengths this suit has. Also, it was unfortunate that the main flopped him onto the ground, so I didn't get a clean hit on him. GP03 sometimes struggles to get full damage off its hits. Anyway, see you next time. Enjoy the rest of the video. For light theme and switch to dark.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm telling you.
Character development.
Nick, you talk shit about like Biggs and Coconuts like
They fucking go in on it though. They don't apologize. Yeah. Reminder that Coconuts is also laughing. And Coconuts uses light theme. God, I hate Melody.
I know.
Aw, that CSA is actually not as good as I thought it was. What the hell? Oh no! That was an awful first step. Why do I keep doing this to myself?
Oh! Oh! Ah!
Okay, at least death order's right now. Oh god. Well, there's the S burst. Oh, we're wasting it! You can't. Oh! Did we kill him in it? Oh shit. I underestimated Delta Plus and air missiles. God damn it. I hate misinputting that. I can drop like 6 ammo that will follow them no matter how far they get into green lock.
Didn't push it down, but okay. Ah! Ah! I don't know how the Japanese Destiny is so brave on OK. Super early.
Yeah. I'm a full E-burst.
I don't know, it's up to you, but I think I would offensively burst. Oh my god, not dead?
Yeah, that's a problem with GP03 a lot.
I keep sucking and then he was like, yeah, I'm familiar. No step, just melee. No step. I wonder if he is overheating or something. Because that's both.
Decide where I'm gonna slingshot myself with BC.
I think you can't even like. Okay, I think that's left step avalanche X kid, yeah, I think. For what it's worth. I think. Because I've been right stepping at it and he's been catching my step, so I think you have to like left step it.
That is the most offensive suit in the game. Period.
Yeah. What's fucking annoying. And
it's better at going ham than like any 3K I know. I'm just gonna say that.
ah, God, man. Oh shit! Oh! Okay, fine.
Oh.
No, man! Yeah, you're a superstar right now.
Oh, come on. Okay.
You're a superstar. Yeah.
I was just gonna raw melee because the moment he verniers to shoot me off him, you close it.
Yes.
If I have that much HP, that's something I'll always do. Holy shit!
What?
Okay. I know where this game is.
What? What?
No, my damage score was high, and then I went and looked at what my timestamp is for my video. So I know where it is if I do a GP03 video. Because there's some important things to cover here. Like how to effectively slingshot yourself to not have to deal with your problems. Like that was a very good call out for you. Just be like, chill out and just make sure you're PCing where you need to go. No, he got a shield right at the end.
Yeah, definitely. I got him, but he was bad.
Oh, that was the wrong button.
I'm just gonna say the reason why all these games go wrong is because you can't slow down games. Or maybe I should say I can't, but yeah. That's really a problem.
Blah blah blah. Goodbye. Oh, when I get ammo back, I'm gonna try and ignore Excelia and just kill this nerd twice.
Watch out for sickness, please. Okay, this is good. No! Why is like... I'm just stuffing his nose, man. God damn.
That could have been bad.
Yeah. But AP is the melee I'm supposed to be using in a clash, is it not?
8B in a clash? Yeah. Do you know how Red Frame Kai's BC works? Super armor.
Why? No, that's not the issue.
Okay.
I feel like in every Rainbow War I've lost this somehow, even if I have higher boost. So, I don't know.
Well, boomerangs are supposed to win Rainbow Wars for you.
But the startup is like too slow. Is that true or not true? Because that's what I've been coming up against, but if you say that's wrong, then I'll just keep trying to kill this.
Get a second opinion, but I'm fairly sure.
I'll try it. I think you're right, but...
Because I've had a problem in this game, like, just appreciating just how early I have to do so many things. And then a lot of times...
That's how I feel too.
And then a lot of times it feels like when you do it at those ranges, right? Like, if they just choose to not go in, it'll whiff entirely, and I think that's intentional.
Say that again?
So, like, you have to do the ranks, like, side ranks are so far away, if they don't actually try to melee you, it won't do anything, and they'll just boost away, and it feels bad, right?
Yes.
And I think that's intentional, like... You just have to throw the ranks out at the safe range, and then respond differently if they chose to not go straight in.
I don't think I've gotten hit by a Dixie once, so yeah, that's not my truth.
Okay. We were just talking about losing, like, melee exchanges, so I was like, I had to ask.
No. Yeah.
God damn it. I wanted the fastball so I can just get all of them. Well, he has, like, super armor the moment he does it. Why are so many of these songs not jazz? Oh, hello. You wanna die? I'll fucking kill you. I'll fucking do it. You don't want the smoke. I'm getting a lot of good clips and actual, like, reference games this set.
Not me. Not me. These are ugly. But I know, unlike the Alexa, I just simply need more speed, definitely. The Alexa, I'm genuinely lost on. When I fight like a chip team, that can chip better than my team. Well, I don't know. Or should I say a Bleach team? What ranges am I supposed to be throwing these boomerangs at? Like, I'm so close, what the fuck?
All I'm gonna say is I put off learning Destiny because of how I was hoping his ranks work was not how they actually worked, so...
That is how I feel too, because I thought it was just the elf. I mean, I can deal with Dead Zone, but I thought it was like the elf, and it's not. It's
like, with Darkhound and everything, like, everything's slightly weaker and less reliable than I thought it was, but it's still good.
Exactly.
I just...
Exactly.
Like, that adds to the frustration knowing it's good still.
Yeah.
For not being able to execute. Okay, that was a really bad shot there, dude.
The speed and like the lateral catching of the O is much better. And this one is like I feel like I can never hit with it unless I'm like actually like kissing them. Fuck!
Sorry, I just wanted to be nowhere. I just chased.
No. I understand.
Yeah. I chased the Darkhound because I was like, I don't want to be anywhere near this Reborns in that first.
That's just shooting burst.
Oh shit. Well.
I'm super. Hold on. I'm super.
I'm shooting the Darkhound, but I can't hit him.
Wow! God, thank you. God damn. Like I can clearly see Destiny's good. It's just like, yeah, the boomerang's not being the over boomerangs is like putting me off so hard. In terms of like, I don't know what to do now. But I just need more experience, I guess. Hey yo. Oh, he's probably just not gonna save this guy. Wow, okay. Wow, they're really not gonna save this dark time.
Dude,
Okay.
Dude, I was clowning on this Reborns. Don't worry about it.
No, I'm just surprised this Reborns is like, wow, I'm gonna just deal with this Super. I feel
How did that whiff?
Come on. How did what whiff?
My shots to cut it.
Let's shoot. Please hit boomerang. God damn it. God damn it. God damn it. How do I use these? He's gonna super me. That was not pretty easy. Oh my. Oh, he's looking at me. Shot?
Oh, he's actually, Cosmic's actually trying to play back. I see. Oh, I could have escaped that. That was slick. Yeah, I was got there. That was bad. How the hell?
You finished? Yeah, you finished his down. You're cool or not? I think you're not cool.
Oh, come on.
Don't look at this replay. Don't look at this replay.
I take no responsibility for that.
Yeah, don't look.
I held it only because I was like, oh, you're just gonna get off the ground.
I know. Yeah, I know. I'm aware. Wow, he's actually gonna give me all lights. I'm getting hit by all your shit. I don't know why. That is awesome. Okay.
Yep, that'll happen.